Hey, what's good? Manuel here, and in today's video we're going to be going over one of the major things I do in the morning to make sure I'm ready to trade for the day, as well as go over the trades I made today for the $25 challenge. But real quick before we get into the video, if you're interested in getting up to 12 free stocks for signing up for Webull using a referral link down below in the description and depositing as little as $1, hey, be sure to check that out. For those of you that do sign up using a referral link, thank you. It really helps to support the channel, and enjoy your free stocks. All right, so here we are, we're on my desktop. This is one of the first things I do every morning before I trade. You can do it the night before, but I like to look at it in the morning just so I can get an idea of what times to trade. And a quick tip for Mac users, and just so you can see how you do that real quick, you have to open it up in Safari. If I wanted the Apple homepage to be down here when I signed up, I would just hit File at the top, and then I will come all the way down and click Add to Dock. And then it would be Apple, and as you can see, it is now added to the dock. But I'm actually going to remove that, and yeah, we're going to go to Forex Factory, and I'm actually going to X out so you can see what it looks like on the Mac, because I have it on, because I have it down in my dock. And here, yeah, Forex Factory. So yeah, this is what it's going to look like when you actually have it. All right, and why this is important to look at every morning is going to be the data. All right, so as you can see today, oh wait, not today. As you can see, today is Wednesday the 11th, and we have some important data. All right, so it looks like right here in a couple minutes we have core PPI, which is definitely going to affect the market. You can kind of see how big of an impact it's supposed to have on the market just by the color. So right here at market open, this is supposed to core PPI and PPI. So I can expect a lot of volatility at market open. Then again at 2 p.m., the Fed minutes, and then also about 10:15, Fed Waller speaks. That's going to have medium impact. So those are kind of the things I'm going to watch out for today. As for my game plan, I'm definitely just going to sit and watch this. This may be kind of where I build kind of my bias for the day. It's possible I try to trade this, but ideally, honestly, I may try to come in and sweep up at the end of the day since my account's still kind of small. I may try to do some with some dailies real quick. May try to come in around this time and trade some 0 day to expiration. This is something I do every morning. Every day I trade. It's not always something every day. You can see tomorrow we got kind of a good amount going on tomorrow as well. This is kind of overnight overseas. Yeah, we got some big stuff pre-market tomorrow. We pretty much have some big reports and events the rest of the week. But yeah, fun fact, if you see me uploading videos after today, I'm uploading from Mexico. So here we are yet again in the good old Webull, and as you can see, on the day we're down just under 6%, which is $2.38 on the day. Learned a little bit, got more data today. Main thing I learned is I need to stop taking more than 2 trades. Whenever I take 2 trades in a day, I'm good. But just like from me tracking my trades, I'm like 2 for 10 on good trades every time I make a 3rd trade. So yeah, I just need to stop. But let's get into today's history. All right, so to start out, I started the day about 7 minutes in the market open. I bought a contract for $30. It was a 367 put. And then I sold out about 21 minutes later for $37. All right, next up, a few minutes before I believe the PPI, bought in for $26, and then about 26 minutes later, sold out for $33. And then to finish the day off, I bought 2 QQQ 371 calls for 16 cents each and sold out for 8 cents. And then we'll get into why I bought these in a moment when we hop in the charts. All right, so here we are in Webull on the desktop platform. And what's crazy is for the first trade, I actually caught it at the top. I got in with the intention of playing the reversal, and that's exactly what I did. I got in at the top. I rode it all the way down to about right here. Like I bounced off that line. And then after we bounced off, I sold right in this area. It was about $369.63 where I sold. Had I had more money, that move right there from 171 to 369 would have been at least 100%, at least. But hey, we gotta work with what we got, so it is what it is. All right, next up, I came in, I believe, here, let me go back to the 15-minute chart, because when I got into my other contracts, I was on the 15. All right, so I bought in about right here when I noticed it was reversing, and I believe I rode it up here, but then I also kind of rode it back down, and I sold right here at VWAP. I thought, okay, because I remember thinking, yo, it broke VWAP, this thing's about to run now. I thought it was going to take its time, but it ran and just busted through. So right there, I was happy, and I sold out. Then I came back on this next candle when I bought those two 371s, and it was a nice little pullback. Because of the fact that this just ran up right here, I couldn't get back into 370. 370 wasn't cheap like it was when I bought it. So what happened was I kind of rode it up. I rode up through this, continued to, I believe I sold like somewhere in here. It was about 370.08. So probably like right here on this candle, or it was probably this candle. But I remember thinking, yo, theta is eating me, and I'm not 100% sure if it's going to, I knew it was going to get to 371, but I didn't know that it would end at 371 and 22 cents. With that, I would have made some money on the contracts, but hey, better to play it safe than sorry. So I ended up taking a 50% loss on those. Aside from that, there's some things I want to let y'all know. So I may or may not be trading the rest of this week. I'm going to be finishing out the week in Mexico, and I'm not sure what my Wi-Fi situation is looking like over there. I'm not sure what my downtime is looking like over there. So hey, pray for your boy. Should be having a good time out there. Hopefully I get some time and see some setups in that time to make a trade. But if not, hey, it is what it is. But you better believe whether I trade or not, I will be getting on here saying something to y'all as long as I have Wi-Fi to do so. But yeah, with that being said, if you have any questions or comments, leave those down below in the comments and I'll read them. If for some reason you're new here and haven't already, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so that you don't miss any future content. And if you haven't already, be sure to take advantage of the Webull referral link. Yo, that's up to 12 free stocks. I got a friend who got like $300 in free stocks just for depositing $1 in Webull. So if you haven't taken advantage of that and don't like free money, I don't know what you're doing. Hey, do what you do. But yeah, I had to let you know about that. And last but certainly not least, thank you so much for watching. Manuel signing off, and I want to change your life.